Hi, book fam. I hope you guys are well. We are starting the month of July off right with a good book. We have a Christian fantasy, or I have a Christian fantasy recommendation that you should not sleep on. Threadbare by Logan Delayne. This is set in like this kind of medieval gothic dark time, but in a world where there is good versus evil. I love how the author weaves in biblical principles into this story. We have a main character, Vida the Unseen. She is the daughter of a prophet, and she comes from a line of prophets in her house. And so it is just natural to think that she would have this gift and it would just flourish within her. But that's not what happens. She is called Titania, or Vida the Unseen. She cannot see visions or sight. She doesn't have the gift of sight like her mother and those that came before her. So she struggles with her identity and wanting to prove herself to the town that she lives in. And it just starts from there. The book starts off with her point of view, and it is written in first person with only her point of view, but we do get some of the side characters and what they're going through, their thoughts and minds as they're speaking to her. We get that in here. This book starts off or kicks up in a situation where she is trying to prove herself and gets herself in a predicament where she is needing help. And when all abandon her, she is left to call on the Lord, which should have been her first, which should have been the thing that she did first. But she calls on him. She has this moment of silence in her mind, and she has this faith. She calls on God, and he saves her from a very drastic situation. There are these beings called shadow figures. There are fallen angels in here, shadow beings, which I just call them demons, but they're monsters. There's wolves. There's just other flying monsters that almost reminded me of Akatar. The adder, it was giving adder vibes in here, which I enjoyed. Like, I wanted this girl to survive and just, I wanted her to get out of the situation she was in. And these creatures in here made those stakes even higher. She gets out of that situation being saved by the Lord, and she ends up in a whole nother part of this realm that they're in. She meets a war. What is it? You're like, he's almost like Dalinar in the Stormlight Archive, if you will, and his name is Elijah Doom. Elijah Doom is like a war chief, and he's like a crusader. And I enjoyed Elijah Doom. I got such Dalinar vibes in here with him that it was phenomenal. I liked hearing his side of things. He was very sure of himself, very calm. And when times where she would start to doubt, he would look at her and be like, "Have you taken time to pray?" And I enjoyed that. Some of the main characters in here that I want to point out are Elijah Doom, Vida the Unseen, and Steel. One also, or two that also really that I enjoyed the dialogue between Vida and was Prince Hiram and his brother Hyam. I believe that was his name. Hold on. It's Hyde. Okay, so two other characters that I enjoyed were Hyde and Hiram. They were brothers, but one was from an illegitimate, it wasn't a marriage, but he was illegitimate. And I liked that in this book they were brothers, and sometimes some parent will do what they can to destroy any kinship or relationship with the other child when the other child is not born of the same marriage. So that was an interesting dynamic. I like to point out, like, the king was married, but he had a son with someone else, which was not good at all. But in lots of stories, they try to paint that child like it was the child's fault, and they did that in here with this brother. But Prince Hiram, which was the legitimate son, did his best not to treat his other brother like that, his half brother. And I enjoyed how the author put that in here, because there are some family dynamics where they do that, and they pit brother against brother or daughter against daughter. And I liked how they brought that up in this story. So Elijah Doom, Steele, Hiram, and his brother Hyde and Vita were my favorite in this story. I have gone to just write my own reviews like this. It gives me a chance to kind of write. I think I might put little stickers in here or whatnot. But yeah, I enjoyed this book. I want to make sure that I get everything out that I want to about this story, because it was just so good. I think it was just amazing. Yeah, it is during this time with Elijah Doom that Vita starts to really gain some of the gifts of sight that God has given her, and she's struggling with her identity and tying her worth into her works and what she can do. However, within this journey, she's having to face that I am important without having to do anything. He already paid the price for me. He loves me. In this story, the message in there of he loves you, and nothing that you can do or do physically or show in works will change the amount of love I have for you or gain more favor. Like, I like how that was written in here. Themes that are in this book, strong faith themes, lots of biblical messages in here that I definitely enjoyed. Identity, like I said, she struggles with her identity being tied to something that she can do. But that slowly changes in the book as she progresses on in her faith, and just being around this army and the conflict of good versus evil. This book gave me strong Throne of Glass vibes, Akatar vibes, within the setting of being in this wicked world, this broken world with these forces of darkness, and having this faith and trusting God, holding on to his word and holding on to the truth, and having that stillness, not wavering from that, even in dire situations when you think all is lost. I enjoyed that in here. Having to just push forward when all seems lost, when all seems doomed, like you are just destined to meet your fate, and just pushing through that. And are you going to just lay down and die, or will you still fight till the very end? So I enjoyed that in this book, really did. Also, having hope in the darkness, in a broken world, with there being so much darkness, these beings coming out at night, and they're just wreaking havoc on the land, on just destroying town after town, until it's like, how long will we sit here and just wait to meet our doom, or will we push back and fight and be the light in this world? We have God on our side. Let's just go out on faith and be strong and do this, because if we wait and fear, the enemy will overtake us. So I like that message in here. Especially, there's an epic battle in here at the end, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and I had moments where I just bawled. Like, I cried because some of the characters that I really got attached to, some devastating things happened to them in this, and through Vita's eyes, like, it was shaking her, and still she would get this moment of calmness and stillness and be like, no, we have to press on. I cannot unravel. There is more. God has called me to do more. There is more, and he will see that through till the end. And I enjoyed that. The epic battle in here was good. I'm telling you, it reminded me of Farah. It reminded me of Farah fighting to save Valaris when the Adder came in with his forces, and she got the Adder. That right there was almost similar to this epic battle in here, with a little bit of the Stormlight Archive vibes that I got. Were so good. It was so good, y'all. I definitely enjoyed the writing style. The plot was a 5 stars. The pacing was good and stayed consistent and upbeat with all the struggles that she faced, all the politicking, and just this suspense ramping up to the epic battle, which the pacing just was like until the end of this book. 5 stars. All 5 stars. This is a 5-star book for me. I would definitely love to see this on Audible or an audiobook for this. I would even so much as get this on Kindle and just listen to the assistive reader read the story to me again, because it was that good. I tried to find more books from this author because I am a fan now. I am definitely a fan of this author's work, and I looked on Amazon. I tried to find a website. If you get this video and you know they have a website, drop that website in the comments, because I looked and Threadbare is the only book I found on Amazon, and there's one other book, but it is out of print right now, and that was a young adult mythology book, but it was also Christian, dark Christian fantasy. So I would absolutely love to read more books from Logan Delayne. The next book, what I'm hoping to get is more of Elijah's perspective, because he just had this Dalinar Kholin vibe that I enjoyed, with his militant perspective and just pressing on, being calm in the storm. I want more of that from his perspective, because he really went through it in this book. And at the end, I was just like at the edge of my seat reading this. So that is my review of this story. 5 stars, hands down. Pick this book up. I definitely enjoyed it. It is on Kindle Unlimited. I bought the book, and just life happened, and I just got so slow with my reading that I needed help. So I got the Kindle and used the assistive reader to help me read this book, and I finished this morning and was just blown away. This book is so very good. Pick this up, you guys. The next thing on my TBR list that I want to get to is Possessing Her by Elizabeth Lorzell Smith. And this is supposed to be a dark Christian romance in a medical setting. She's a dialysis technician, and she is trying to help her ill mother. So she needs more coin. So she's trying to get more education and pass her studies and become a dialysis nurse. And what I'm getting is that this man comes into play. He is her patient, and they make some kind of agreement that she used him to study on him, and he recover, and he ends up kind of developing some kind of obsession with her. So I'm interested. I've heard some good things on TikTok, and that's how I found this book, was TikTok. It is on Amazon right now, and I bought the book. I bought the paperback, but I do believe this is on Kindle Unlimited as well. Tell me if I'm wrong. But yes, that's what I have for now, you guys. This book was really good. I have had some things happen with my health over the past year here that have really tried me. But when I laid down and read this book, I was like, God speaks to you through different ways, and you get in your Bibles, y'all. Get in your Bibles and get to know him. And when I read this book, something in there was like, are you going to just accept this, or are you going to Pick up your mat and walk. Are you going to fight? Because it is a battle every day that we wake up. We have to put that armor on of God, and we have to go out there, get His word, just stick with His word and get to know Him through His word, and put on that armor. It is armor in this world today, because we don't fight against flesh and blood, but we fight against the powers in the spiritual realm, the darkness in the spiritual realm. So you guys get into your Bibles. I would definitely recommend, and read this book. It just kind of even in this, I heard Him talking to me and saying, are you going to just accept this, or will you fight? And every day, get up and fight. You have breath in your lungs. Get up and fight. Get up and take this day. Enjoy the sun on your face. Thank God for it, because not every day is promised. No day is promised. But put on your armor to go through the day every day. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching these videos. If you like this book rec, if you like this content, just give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment and show some love on what your favorite Christian book was, or just your favorite epic fantasy. Because I'm a fantasy nerd. I love reading fantasy. Lord of the Rings, Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. The Red Rising series. Absolutely loved Throne of Glass. Leave a comment with your favorite fantasy series, favorite Christian book recommendation. I would love to know. And as always, thank you guys. I love you, and toodaloo.